Hi collective, welcome back to my channel. We are about relationships for ourselves first. We just use the cards. Okay, it's about energy. We are energy, all right, because we all go through the same things, but we all do things differently at different times. Okay, we're learning to balance our emotions so we can identify our intuition for good health, good wealth, but it comes from the essence of love. Okay, you got to love yourself. You got to love others, beings, planet, God, all right, to bring that balance so you can co-create with the universe, all right? Someone's in the energy of a feeling of anxiety. You could be thinking of a Cancer, you can be a Cancer in the fear of the air, because it happens to be illusions. When we lie, all right, it becomes an illusion. So then everyone becomes delusional within someone's life. So now there's an unseen problem because now there seems to be tensions of drama in the air. So someone hasn't expected drama. So please use your intuition, collective. Do not let my readings be forced. Let it resonate, okay? You have to trust your own intuition because someone's people pleasing and barking up the wrong tree. Someone doesn't want someone to go down the lane of looking at their own shadow, you know. Misery likes company. So you're looking at someone's mood on an everyday basis. They seem to have like a little secret going on. And now it's causing anxiety within their own feelings. Anxiety. Someone's anxiety is definitely following them. All right. We could be thinking of a determined woman trying to turn her back maybe on a Cancer person. But she's feeling that passion, you know, about a secret. Very passionate. She's trying to keep herself self-assured, you know, about this illusion. Maybe she's self-assured about the fear in the air. Who knows? Maybe she's self-assured about the secret. Let's have a look. Let's see what's going on. But she's a very creative woman. She could be a creative woman, very confident about this secret. All right? She could be the one holding the secret. Let's have a look. But they seem to have a secret around this Queen of Wands. Too many illusions around this person. Maybe she's looking at poverty. That's her secret. Unknown problem to people outside, but to herself. She looks very self-assured, very passionate, but this person is looking like she feels out of the cold due to a thief. So there's going to be a call, or there's a clarity about a thief, and she's quite worried about feeling left out in the cold. Maybe she feels isolated away from her husband, or looking at a couple that's quite controlling. All right, maybe she's got a cold-hearted husband, maybe a Cancer person. She's looking at his echoes. Yeah, because he made a purpose, isn't he? He knows his purpose, and he's a very angry, greedy person. And maybe she feels really like her feelings are lost for him. Maybe she's in regret of maybe keeping a secret, or she's looking at him trying to hold a regret. I think she's a little bit intuitive and she knows what's going on. She knows what's going on. Maybe she feels abandoned, or they both feel abandoned from each other. There seems to be frost in the air, you know? It's a final decision. She's got clarity that I don't think she wants to deal with him. I think she thinks he's too cold. And now she's mourning this masculine because she's very disappointed about a secret. It was an unexpected drama to her, maybe. So she's trying to pull herself together. And probably why this is probably making her understand why she felt left out in the cold, you know? Because it was a situation where maybe someone was thieving and they were very worried about someone finding out. So he can be a bit moody, mood swings, cold person. Yeah, his wife. Maybe she feels left out in the cold. His wife. Maybe they're going through bankruptcy. All right. Or he had a choice between two. A Queen of Wands, a Taurus, and a Libra. And now that's probably why they're going bankrupt and he's very worried about it. Yeah, she wants to lift this burden. Maybe his wife wants to lift this burden from the soul of the self. Maybe she feels like she needs to release the stress. So she's delegating. She's delegating certain stuff out. Yeah. Because she needs to abandon the situation. So she's delegating. In her mind as well, she's definitely starting to delegate. It starts from the mind first, doesn't it? Because he's standing up. And he probably wants to stand his ground. He's keeping his boundaries. You know when men are wrong and strong? Wrong and strong. He could be a Cancer masculine or an Aries masculine or Scorpio masculine. But he's very wrong and strong though. But she's determined to keep her boundaries. She's got that final decision. And he's looking at her. He wants her to lift that burden of him blocking her. She's looking at blocking. Yeah, he's not a businessman. He lacks closure. He lacks like fulfilling himself. I feel like he's in that energy of, you know, when someone's got like emotional baggage, so they use material to like make themselves happy, so they feel like they heal, they complete, they feel fulfilled because they've got certain materials on them. So he was like more pleasure seeking. So he needs to go and seek fulfillment for himself. He's delaying his own success. So now they're both mourning, you know. It's time for her to mourn him. Yeah, she wants to leave him behind. She has to use her intuition though. Please don't use my readings as an excuse to go forward into something. Let it resonate, you know. She wants to transition. She wants to relocate because somebody wants to relocate. That's in her thoughts. She's relocating her thoughts. It starts from the thoughts first. Because she's learning to understand her own emotion. She could be a mother. She could be a mother. Yeah, she's got that willpower to go forward. Or she's looking at the Empress, the willpower of the Empress, a curious person. She can create. She's a very talented person. She can be very resourceful if she focuses, you know, and lift her own burdens. And relief from the stress of the dress, because someone had strings attached, a Taurus person. It was all about power and domination. Someone feels very selfish person. So now she feels he's very selfish when it comes to money. Why? Because he's all over the place. They're going through bankruptcy. That's why he probably feels a bit selfish to his wife, because he's been sharing out the money to other people because he's greedy. So now he's trying to like keep his boundaries, or she's trying to keep her boundaries, but he feels incomplete though. Maybe he feels incomplete without her. Hey, King of Cups, there you go. Arrogant person, she said he's too fucking arrogant. He's on a pipeline dream. He's got obstacles, delays. He's frustrating, and now he's got no one cooperating with him. Yeah, she feels like she's listening, or she can be the Queen of Swords, very self-sufficient with her own thoughts. She doesn't need this masculine. I think she was in her own illusion. She maybe thought she needed him. She don't need him, man. She's got the willpower to go forward. She don't need this King of Cups. He's incomplete. He's like emotional controller. He needs to seek his own balance, and he needs to find his own leadership when it comes to generosity, because he's in a pipeline dream. Pipeline. Maybe because he keeps looking at the Queen of Swords. He just keeps looking over there. So maybe because the Queen of Swords is very creative, a magician, maybe he wants to follow, copy, understand, but no, he's an idiot. She has the passion to go forward though. Or she's looking at her own thoughts. She's leaving him behind. She can be more self-sufficient. She's got a different perspective. If she stays focused and strong-willed and keep her boundaries up and use her head over heart and be total honest. That's what will help her get through this. She has to be totally honest, and God will protect her. She has to just be totally honest with him, you know what I mean? Especially with her movements. So now we look at her situation. What's open is she wants to like move on. Moving home, that's open, that's in the air. She could be an Aries person. She says she's lacking balance. Told you. She doesn't want to be there. She's lacking balance. He's juggling. So she's lacking balance. Maybe he's working with someone, a Taurus person, secretly. And it's their marriage. Maybe once upon a time she felt was happy, but it's not. It was a facade. It's just a facade. He's cold towards her because he wants someone else. And he wants to lift that burden. And even the person that he wants, it's not even for him either. It's just his greed. It's his greed. He needs to go and find his own fulfillment by being by himself and understand his own emotions. What really makes you happy. And that takes a long time. He needs to go really support his own self, you know. So now we're looking at understanding that someone's going through poverty. She can find her own happiness, man. Yeah, it's out in the open. She's being patient. She saw that routine. She's watching. She saw a routine. Maybe she thought, nah, you know, the Taurus and Knight's good friends. But no. Self-deception. Self-deception. That's all it was. Upside down moon. Self-deception. She's going to reveal that secret. And it's subsiding her anxiety, you know. So now you're looking at the truth. So someone needs to regain their composure after this decision. The Cancer person, he made that decision. He can't blame no one but himself. He's the one who's married. And he was one on the routine, you know, doing unexpected sources of money. You know, unexpected sources, because they were going through bankruptcies. Now you look at the income. So you look at someone's income, the routine of someone's income. Maybe a Taurus person at work, you know. And she said, time's a healer, man. She needs time to heal her wounds. She needs to be reliable to herself, because her husband was reliable to a Taurus person, this Sagittarius woman. Yeah, he wanted victory. Hey, he wanted victory to overcome his obstacles. How's that? By cheating on your wife, you stupid idiot. So she wants to overcome this obstacle with a Cancer person. Yeah, because she said he's with a Taurus person that's insecure, lacks their own confidence because they lack their growth. So they want to piss on everybody else's shit. She said, no, she's overcoming this thing. Or maybe he feels she's overbearing, but there's two women here, though. So I reckon he's got eye on someone else. Because maybe she lacks her balance, so she's quite insecure. She's lacks her own confidence. So this masculine wants to leave her anyway. Because there's no growth. There's no growth. They're not growing together. Because there's no love. So it's this overbearing. She's probably overbearing. He's controlling. And it's just like back and forth. Back and forth. And what makes it look good is because they got things to make them feel good. Which is things, isn't it? But it's a lie. It's just covering up like a big fat mask. So now they feel lost with their emotions. Feel very lost. You know, why? Because he was with a third-party person, this Pisces person. It was a secret. A friend. And the friend was talking about this friend to her husband. They were doing overindulgence with third-party people, being bitchy about this wife, this Queen of Wands, that she lacks balance, she's lack of organization, she's a poor financial decision. And he didn't go for anything better because he went for someone that's a bitch that likes to talk about people. Do you know what I mean? This is one that you don't have your friends around your husband, especially if he's got money. You forget that. She's gone to her husband, man. She is literally behind this person's back. Let me tell you, they might message each other. Let me tell you, he was moving. She wants to move anyway. She wants freedom. He was doing holiday romances, taking off, gaining much. He had a big momentum with this third-party person, a Taurus person. They had a routine action. So now she wants to release. Why? Because the secret's been revealed. She wants to lift that burden. Let me tell you. Oh, gosh. Someone had a burden when it comes to finances, yeah? So Sagittarius maybe helped this person lift their burden, but somebody was helping someone relieve their stress, which is a Taurus person, her husband. Her husband was helping someone, give someone holiday romance, giving them money for travel. They were like thinking on their feet when it comes to her foundation, and they were talking about her, saying that she lacks balance, she lacks organization, she's a poor financial person, while he's giving gifts to someone else. A Taurus person with strings attached. There were strings attached anyway to this Taurus person. So he messed up his own fucking marriage for someone that was using him for strings attached. And he was giving her good, well-paid money. And now she feels he's fucking selfish on this routine being generosity. He actually took action. And there's times when I think these two went on holiday as well, Taurus and a Sagittarius person. They went on holidays together, or they trusted each other, or something. But it was a lie. Somebody tried to reach a goal. So now someone sees failure. Sagittarius is looking at Leo person when his secret's being revealed, because they're looking at this generosity to a Taurus person that took action on a routine daily basis, but there were strings attached. So now someone's losing. Yeah, because someone has a disadvantage, because someone's going for a disgrace. Because someone's haunted. A Pisces Cancer person is haunted by the situation. He was very ill-willed, man. Oh, my days. There you go. This man, he loves this Taurus person, but they don't like each other. It's the money. They felt incomplete. They had a lack of closure. So now he's got on his head, he's looking at unemployment. He's very frustrated Why? Because he was projecting a Taurus situation when it comes to being practical. So now he's looking at difficulty when it comes to spiritual awareness. He doesn't have none. He needs to go and restore his faith of being by himself. He needs to go and restore his faith. He needs to leave people behind. Her ultimatum as well is leave this person, this third party person behind. It could be a Pisces, Sagittarius person, a Taurus person. And she's saying, you're a hypocrite. She's thinking within herself, this Sagittarius woman, about the willpower of someone's generosity of taking action on a routine basis. She's saying now in her thoughts, somebody probably returned back to some country or moved home, something, but they had a lack of foresight. Somebody's been planning with a third party person. Now she's going back saying she's a hypocrite. Her friend that gave her support is a hypocrite. Why? Because she was being malice. She was being malice. She brought suspicions to her relationship. But someone is not concerned about her feelings. And I feel like now the Queen of Wands is not concerned about someone's feelings, and it's pointing to a Taurus person or a Pisces person or maybe a Gemini person. Not concerned with a Gemini person's feelings. Maybe another Sagittarius, Pisces, Taurus person. They said they're not concerned with their feelings. They're not concerned. They don't care. So she's a hypocrite. She's a hypocrite. That's what they're talking about. Even though this Queen of Wands acting like she's upset about her marriage, she's a hypocrite as well, they're saying. She's a bitch as well. She does malice talking. She's a hypocrite, you know. Someone who's not concerned with people's feelings. And it might be true. Why? Because how did you become friends with these people in the first place? So there must be some truth in it. Yeah. She maybe sees the opportunity. Just be in the group. Now she needs to let go of this regret. You know, there's too much of stagnations in this stagnation for soulmates. So now soulmates that had to face stalemates because of stagnations. Now stagnations will be seeing their cellmates. That's what you created. Manifestation. There you go. What me tell you, she's a hypocrite. She says she goes around, this Taurus person, Queen of Pentacles, goes around. She's a hypocrite. She said, someone that's not concerned about people's feelings is the Queen of Pentacles. She looks for abundance and action and generosities on a routine basis. So she's a hypocrite. She's got strings attached. She's a stingy person. She loves power and domination. She's a very selfish person. But she goes around like she's creative, she's wealthy, she's got that common sense, she's very nurture. But she acts like she's someone that's concerned with welfare of others. But she said that's a hypocrite. She's lying because she's not concerned with no one's feelings. She's lying. So she's saying that she acts like she's a woman capable, you know what I mean, as being a mother and a businesswoman. She said she's lying. She's not even concerned about her own child. She's not concerned. She's more concerned about holidays, events, socializing, gossiping, bitching. She's more concerned with that, she said. She's more concerned with gifts, generosities. You understand? She was on a routine basis, and that was the secret. These two are going to be these two are going to go up against each other. Watch. There's going to be a big thing between a Queen of Wands and a Queen of Pentacles. Because of the King of Cups as well. Gonna be a big thing, man. Big thing I go on out here. Hey, this woman's got a lot going on, boy. Yo, watch the man now. She's watching the Emperor. She's watching Adiwali, but she's got much more fucking shit to deal with, boy. Her friend don't like their malice, man. She talks malice. They both talk about each other, especially to this King of Cups. King of Cups chats his wife to this woman. But she's saying she can do what she wants because she's a hypocrite. She doesn't care about no one. She's always got that suspicion around her anyway. She's always fishing for generosities. That's what she said. She's got unpaid bills. She's got problems with money. She's always got strings attached on her G-string, she says. She's just not concerned about this Queen of Pentacles. She don't care. She's a hypocrite. All she does is gossip anyway. There you go. Let me tell you. She said, yeah. She wanted all those things from Aquarius person, or the thoughts were to defeat Aquarius person because this person had an agenda with a King of Cups. Yeah, she said, nah. She said she wants to walk away. She's looking right at this Queen of Pentacles. And on her head, walking, or his head walking off now, or a Leo Aries person. Justice, man. That person going to be left behind. They said they're very selfish. They love to self-sacrifice and self-sabotage too much. She said this Queen of Pentacles has got very bad self-sabotaging behavior. She does too much underhanding behavior for gifts, generosities, and donations. She says she's a fucking hypocrite. She gossips too much. She's a bitchy, witchy person. She says she is. She's a very deceptive person. She lacks communication. This is why she acts like a shit don't stink in public, because she's up to so much. She can't stay around people for too long. She's an aggressive little bully, intimidated bully bitch, she said. She's a bully, man. She said that she doesn't like her anyway. It's a facade. She's into violence and crime. She said she's a rapist. And a murderer and an insulter. Yeah, this Taurus person. Let me tell you something, you know. A lot of people's going to be talking about this Queen of Pentacles. Lots of people, and I mean action already. And she's on her head. Someone took action already, because there's no balance between these two. And it's showing that this Queen of Pentacles is not balanced when it comes to creativity. She lacks organization. She's poor financial control. Poor financial control. She's a bully. She's a bully. And her friends are saying she's a fucking hypocrite. They can't wait to get rid of her. Hey, man, you know how funny. Yeah, aggressive pipeline when it comes to her marriage. It was a pipeline. She said she came for a pipeline for a Leo person. It was a pipeline, man. She wanted to defeat an Aquarius person for a Leo person. It was a pipeline. She fucked up her family, though. Unhappy family. So now he's looking at marriage to a Taurus person. But he wanted a Leo to fail, have disadvantage, disgrace. But they're falling from disgrace. Yeah, they are. It was all a plot and a plan, man, between this Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Madness. These two are crazy. He's a buffoon. Broken heart. Good, says you right. Walk away. Yeah, you have to walk away now. Good, broken heart, the both of them. Good, broken heart over their family now. You got family, broken heart. He's pain over his marriage. Why? Because if a Taurus person was unemployed, frustrated, probably used that emotional baggage and all that. Difficulties, divert, all of that. Yeah, he's fucked now. His wife said you can go, you can jog on. That's what she said. You can jog on, bruv. She's not interested. She says not interested. That wasn't a friend group. They can pretend they're a friend group, but they're not. All right? She said this Queen of Pentacles lacks balance. Anyway, they're both a hypocrite. They're both bitching each other. They're both bitching each other. And this one's bitching on us and her husband's cock as well, man. So make her go on. Yeah, she's thinking. Let me tell you, she's thinking about returning. She's leaving. She had a lack of foresight about this secret, about maybe a Libra, or she's thinking that she had this lack of foresight in the beginning, but when she started resting, meditating, she started seeing the visions of this overbearing person. So what you say is what you reap, my girl. Why? Because I think that because that's your friend, you're both the same. That's why you shouldn't talk about people. When your friends are sitting there chatting about you, trust me, when you two are gossiping, she done the same thing behind your back, and now you're bitching. She says, yeah, I took that risk. Good, says you right now. She's up at night in her thoughts, worried, stressed. Maybe a Queen of Pentacles. She's worried, man, about speed, about movements, actions later on when it comes to getting her money. She's pissed. Oh, gosh. Shame on you, man. They don't organize for a long term. They're stupid women, man. There you go. Five of Pentacles again when it comes to Wheel of Fortune. They had a routine. It reminds me of that dream I had as well. I was in a park. I was on these steps, and these 3 to 5 women came up to me, and one had like a round earrings, all right, and one of them is I know that hangs out with fucking Adiwali as well. All these women tried to fight me for my sale contract. Destiny swapping, routinely checking. This one just wants routine of gifts, and this is what this King of Pentacles, King of Cups was doing. So now you're looking at a karmic situation being blocked. The fortune's being blocked when it comes to money coming in now. Why? Because the secret's been revealed. That's why. So you probably see less of this person. Because now they're at a disadvantage with a Leo person. Because now Leo feels like he's under disgrace. He's being haunted by this secret being revealed. He's haunted by it, man. Because he even helped her as well. She was unemployed and frustrated. And he helped her too. So now they're all fucking panicking. Serves you right. You didn't do much research, did ya? See? Releasing her marriage. She's releasing, man. She's releasing. She sees the situation or this organization or when it comes to your spiritual guide, they really, you lot just disgrace your ancestors, the good ones. So you can stay with your demon ones. Do you understand? But suddenly he wanted a victory with a Taurus person. That was his decision. That was the secret. He wanted a disadvantage when it comes to a Leo person, when it comes to spiritual marriage. Because he wanted it. And if Leo married his Taurus, good, says you right. Says you right. It was a plan to make you fail. They wanted you to have a disadvantage. They wanted you to fall from grace. Never mind. So now we're looking at victory for Queen of Swords. Victory. She had to overcome this obstacle with this Emperor, or she has to overcome by being truthful to herself, head over heart, about her husband and this Taurus person being unemployed and using her crutches. Because now it's a burden. Sagittarius, your friend, they're burdens, man. They're all the fucking same. So you two can act prim and proper on my table, but you're all coming out. You're just as bad as your friend, Queen of Wands. Just as bad, man. Just as bad, my friend. So you can act all innocent all you fucking like. There you go. And how did you run up with this King of Cups as well? So, and you both like this person. Oh, well. There you go, Queen of Wands. She feels like a fool. That's on the top of her head, man. She's going for a financial decision, financial desire. It's on her head, man. So they can all front, this group of women can all front a Libra, Sagittarius, and a Taurus. You see these bitches? Not good. Not good, man. They're not fucking good. They're going for a tower moment when it comes to their Wheel of Fortune. Serve them right. It's their actions, energy, and intentions. These three, Libra, Sagittarius, Taurus, in this group, any man that knows Genevieve Nigel with these three women, run. Run. Run, narrated. Run. Go save yourself here. So now, an air sign person, maybe a masculine, is looking at maybe that he feels this bitch controls his wife too much. Or they were looking at generosities from Aquarius person when it comes to messages. They were taking action within their community. They're looking for community assistance. They were looking for romantic. See what I mean? They're only looking for romance enough to bring a masculine to rock bottom. And that's going to happen to the King of Cups as well. So he can just sit there thinking, oh, the Queen of Pentacles are going to leave her. I'm going to leave the Queen of Wands for a Queen of Pentacles. They're both going to leave each other anyway. Because he's looking at marriage. Them two were looking at marriage. But they wanted to make a Leo fail first. And going to bankruptcy. Because they're using these people's money. It was all about the money. It's all about the money, man. So now you're looking at messages going around throughout the community. People are talking about it, about this investor, about giving, receiving, you know. Someone talking about someone's value, or someone was paid very well. Very well. And this is what the Sagittarius woman is looking at. The actions of his generosity on a routinely basis. And the failure of a Leo person. So now she's seeing third party person. He failed the third party person for a fucking Taurus that was unemployed. Never mind. She said he should have been more reliable, but he kept a secret. Says him right. King of Wands. So his friends are probably seeing the truth, man, about this person. He said he's an idiot. Look how sexy she is. She's beautiful. She's everything. She's about 1,000 times better than Genevieve Nigel, and that's what you treated her like. And you gave her generosity. He said, you're an idiot. That's why you're unemployed, frustrated, and you gave her difficulties. Yeah, man. But Queen of Swords, her faith will be restored after a heartbreak. There you go. Want me tell you? God said, come inside, baby. Five of Swords, man, is my God. When he says, come into your spiritual recovery, spiritual awareness, that God is always the Queen of Swords foundation. And she saw that God said, get her. And I said, okay, God, let's go and get Genevieve Nigel. He said, get her. I said, all right, I'm gone. I work for God, baby. So we're looking at a group of people at work. Gemini, Taurus, Sagittarius. These women need to stay away from each other. Gossipy, hypocrites. They like to do that suspicion, problems. These are a bunch of women that don't care about no one else's feelings. They don't even care about each other's feelings. It's a burden. All they do is overindulgent, gossipy, bitchy people. Because they're going to lack their own social life. They don't want to lack a social life. These are social climbers, man. So this King of Wands, this King of Swords is in a situation. And he feels like this third party person is at a disadvantage. Disadvantage, man. Taurus person or a Libra Taurus person is out of their depth, and he wants to leave this Queen of Wands, and this Queen of Wands wants to leave the King of Cups. Hey, man. There's too much of you lot in this, and it's a collective anyway, isn't it? The truth. That's the truth. It's a burden. They bring 5, 6 difficulties, slandering, gossiping, mental, verbal, physical abuse. These people aren't friends, man. Me and my friends could never live like this. You're fucking mad. You're mad, man. So someone's ending this pathway, and the Queen of Cups is looking at a new beginning. Yeah, at her house. She's just walking away from people and working on her own stability, her own justice. These people, man. So now we have like, someone just wanted action when it comes to lovers. Let me tell you, lovers, secret lovers everywhere. This is why you don't do secret lovers, man. Because when you do secret lovers, yeah, trust me, your friend's probably sleeping with your friend, with your husband, because you don't like secret lovers. A friend, I didn't even see that. A friend gave her a painful ending. Maybe a water sign and a Gemini person. Heartbroken about wish fulfillment coming to a 2 of Cups. It became a sex fest instead. Who can give me money, generosities and all that? Who can take action on a routinely basis to give them generosity? It's bad, man. It's really, really bad. This is disgusting. It's a lover, man. Chosen lover. Chosen lover. So now we're looking at defeat when it comes to their marriage. Emperor. Wants to heal with Aquarius person. We look at defeat, man. The Emperor was doing self-sabotaging. Why? Because he's one of these community of people. The community is on his head when it comes to his messages with a fortune on a routinely basis. On his head. It's on his head. Why? Because his group of people around his premeditated way on card, fucking thing. It's bad, man. He needs to go and heal. He needs to heal. This one, King of Wands, King of Cups, wants to kill his marriage. She's saying he can fuck off. He said, but because why? Because the third party's at a disadvantage. But I think she needs to see what, I don't know. She wants to take action, though. I'm not trying to be funny. I think it's Queen of Wands, yeah. If her friend takes one line out of step, Taurus person or Libra, these group of women, they're at a disadvantage anyway. They're going for a disgrace. They're being haunted by the ill will. These three are going to turn on each other. They're going to turn on each other. Because they're not friends. They're just overindulgence, gossiping, bitchy people. They're not friends, man. Her friend slept with her friend. They're not friends. Now the friend is in regret. Should have thought of that. These people don't learn. These people don't listen, man. It's just like in my dream when that karmic said, you know what I mean? Is God real? Why would you ask at this moment? Do you know what I mean? You should have done your research, my girl. And now, no one doesn't know. No one can't think for God enough but God enough. This is the most powerful man in the whole fucking galaxy, Earth, you name it, the whole fucking universe. You tested God, you know. God, now your faith has been tested, my friend. Maybe the Emperor, his faith has been restored back to God. I told him already, I don't care what he does on earth, and like, get your Clark back to heaven. I don't care what he does. Hold back from your stupid Taurus person by you giving generosity to a third party person. You're an idiot. Idiot, man. The girl even looks stink. Don't I see how people can't see right through it. Marriage, there you go. Second marriage, maybe. Obstacles, delays. I'm telling you, he was going to get rid of this Queen of Wands, or this King of Swords getting rid of this Queen of Wands for someone else. All right, maybe a Pisces person wants to marry. And then you've got this Queen of Wands wants to lead this King of Cups because he's got choices with her friend secretly. Yeah, it's been exposed, man. King of Cups, what I tell you? King of Cups, man. He's bringing conflict all because of money, difficulties. Yeah, he was seeing a third-party person secretly. He had secret lover, man. Her friend. Now there's pain with the King of Cups. They can lie all they want, man. Write your dreams down, people. He's pissed with the tarot reader. Good. Says you're right. And God is very heartbroken now. You look dealt with a tarot reader, Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, man. The Emperor should have gave her his love to a balanced Queen of Swords. He did. He went to a third-party person, a Taurus person. Now everything's going to be unveiled. Everything's going to be exposed now. It's all about reliability. It's about organizations. You know what I mean? It's about having that financial decision, love decisions. But these people, anyway, it's patience. It's patience. Every goal needs patience. All right? But their patience came through a tower moment when it comes to their foundation. Why? Because when the tower comes in, the devil's already come. The devil's there, man. The devil's in their tower. That's why they're going for a whole mash up. Everything's going to be mashed up from the top right down to the bottom. Right down to the bottom. Gone, finito. Forget it. All right, remember, walk in love, talking truth. Love you guys. Bye.